Neverland. Everybody's favorite bad guy here. Everybody's favorite bad guy. In this video, as promised, oh, by the way, just so you know, a really good friend of mine, and I'm back in the old room, no Superman symbol behind me, but I'm wearing the shirt, so Superman. Back in the old room, back in the old vlog room. In this video, I have to come up with my top 5 favorite songs ever. Brought to you by Walsh in the Woods on YouTube. Walsh in the Woods. Mr. Patrick Walsh. Damn it, Patty. Love you, buddy. Wow. It's been a while. I've been pretty busy. I've been working the whole time. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Challenge accepted. Patty McPat. By the way, go check out his channel. Really cool stuff, man. Really cool stuff. Patty, you're doing great, man. I really love sitting back, having a snack out in my living room, watching your channel, man. Alright. Let's play ball. By the way, I'm Canadian. Happy 150th birthday, Canada. Cheers. Tim Hortons coffee. Hosers. Okay. So challenge accepted. Top 5 favorite songs and why? Wow. Really? Whew. Definitely a challenge, man. This video is for Patty. This one's for him. That guy has made it in the music industry. And he's asking me to come up with mine. Wow. Right? Okay. Alright. Number 1. Silent Lucidity by Queensryche is my ultimate favorite song ever. For those of you that don't know the song, take a look at it. Silent Lucidity by Queensryche. Why it means so much to me, why it's my favorite song in the world, and see, this is why it's such a challenge, man, because one musician is asking another musician to come up with the top 5. But I promised I would. Jeez, I don't know, man. Like, a long time ago, long story short, that's a tough one. I got to know this guy that, and I've talked about this in my previous videos, if you can go back and watch if you want to. His name's Sean Burgess, and he used to sing for an 80s tribute band called Karma. I'm trying to condense this. It's such a long story, and I'm not going to bore you, but such a long story. And Sean used to get me up to sing Silent Lucidity with the band. And it's because of them, I think, that... And I've heard the song before they came along, but I never really concentrated on the song. Especially the lyrical content of that tune. It's very positive. It's very, I'll watch over you. I mean, it's in the song. I will watch over you, you know, I'll protect you, Um, the meaning of it's pretty clear. So for those of you watching me right now, hi, how you doing? What's going on? Um, Silent Lucidity by Queensryche. Queensryche. Silent Lucidity. Lucidity. Look it up. It's my favorite song ever in the world. There's been some contenders since, but that always stuck by me. I really think that me watching this 80s metal tribute band do this song, I really think that that had quite the staple in it. You know what I mean? Like, just put the stamp on it. It's a very positive song. It, man, you don't think it, I mean, ooh, that's a tough one. Damn you, Patty. uh, but seriously though, it's a song that the lyrics of it. If you take a look at the lyrics of it, Google it if you must. I will watch over you. I'll protect you. I'll be there for you. That kind of thing. Very positive. Very life affirming for me. Uh, I think that's why that song means so much to me. First and foremost. Yeah. So there's that one. Song number two. Number two. Twilight Zone by Golden Earring. I remember being a kid. Actually, my dad introduced me to this one. Uh, and it's so funny because I've had experiences. You want to talk about lyrical content? Lyrical content is huge for me. Obviously, as a singer, as a cover singer, I guess, if you want to, lack of a better term. And some of you out there know, why I grew the hair out and, got back to my roots, right? Pretty strong contender for my first slot, though, because Twilight Zone has always been there for me as a kid. I remember being in the back of a cab when I was about 5 years old. And I remember hearing that song for the first time, man. And I thought it was magical, man. I thought it was great because I remember shaking it. I remember just like this. Watch me. I remember just like this. When I was like 5 years old. I remember that song. And the whole thing about it. Lyrical content means more to me now, is what I was trying to say earlier. This life is a madhouse. But again, look the lyrics up in Google if you're not sure. Twilight Zone to be in the number 2 slot because I had to put it there. It's a really strong contender though for number 1. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. It means a lot to me because it's pretty nostalgic. It brings me back to when I was a kid, Wow, that's, jeez. Thanks, Patty. But no, love you, man. But, brings me back to when I was a kid, and just to, and I heard it time and time again. My dad had it on vinyl, so not only in the back of the cab on the radio, but I heard it at home too. And I remember that song very well. And see, here's the funny thing. I always thought it was T-Rex that did that. The Bang a Gong guys, get it on. Get it on, bang a gong, copyright, did it, right? I always thought it was T-Rex, but no, it was Golden Earring. Light my smoke. Yeah, I always thought it was the wrong band. I always thought it was somebody else. You know what I mean? But as I got older, as I got around, well, maybe 15, 16 years old, which is about 10, 11 years ago. Don't judge me. That's not the truth. But anyway, but no, seriously though, I thought that was, oh man, that was the shit back then. Totally. Hmm. And I don't know, man. Like, it just always hit me. And you hear it in TV series, when you're growing up. You hear it in TV series, and it just kind of sticks with you, man. You know? It comes on the radio now, and God bless you, Rob, by the way, but you play too much of this shit when you should be playing this shit. We've had this conversation. But, yeah, it just kind of sticks with you. And that's why I think that should be involved in the number 2 spot. And I've had a couple weeks to think about this. I'm sorry I've been away for so long, but yeah, that's a good choice. Number 3. That's a tough one. How to disappear. Yeah, okay. How to Disappear Completely by Radiohead. And I'm still on the fence on that. I'm a huge Radiohead fan. Have been since I was, Jesus, when did they first come out? 93? Since 93? They came out with Creep, I'm a Weirdo, I Don't Belong Here, that one. How to Disappear Completely. Now, I'm not going to try to bore you, but I live in the same building right now, in the basement of the building, but I used to live 2 floors up. And I remember listening with my old roommate, who I loved dearly, and I still have contact with, sort of. But, and we still talk. It's fine. He's doing well, by the way. I remember sitting in a lazy boy chair. I remember sitting there and listening to Kid A by Radiohead, the second album, not the first one. The first one, oh, excuse me, the first one. What the hell? I'm missing out on a few of them. Not the Benz, not OK Computer, but Kid A. I remember listening to that start to finish and sitting in a lazy boy chair and with my headphones on, just like stereo headphones, like the full headphones, because I can't stand earbuds. Remember sitting there and listening to National Anthem, I can't think of the other ones right now. Doesn't matter. But How to Disappear Completely is awesome. Awesome. The layers of that song, the way it was produced, the way it was presented. And that's pretty cool. That's really cool. It means so much to me because, again, of nostalgia and of how calming it was to me at the time. I was dating somebody at the time, and just needed to escape sometimes, And it's one of those ambient songs where you can sit back and, listen to layers of music, and it was really calming and soothing. That's why it meant so much to me. So that's number 3. Number 4. Whew, I had a hard time with 4 and 5. I really did. Damn. You put me on the spot, Patty. Damn it. Number 4. Now, I had to think really long and hard about this, but number 4, to me, meant the world because I think it's the same thing as number 3. It's just nostalgic. You know, you're sitting back and you're just trying to find peace. And number 4 to me is, it's hard to describe. For those of you out there that have listened to Enigma, um, now, when I say Enya, you guys are going to get it like, oh, damn, yeah, shit, okay, you know, that kind of genre. I've been a huge fan of Enigma since I was a kid. Um, it's hard to describe, though. It's really hard to describe in one sentence when you're trying to listen to that stuff. Uh, phew. Beyond the Invisible by Enigma. Yeah, Enigma. Enigma played a very huge part in my life. Still does, actually. Beyond the Invisible is, again, one of those layered songs that are just beautiful to listen to, especially in headphones. But even if you're just listening head on, you know what I mean? Just through your TV, whatever. It's just, it's one of those beautiful songs that just kind of tug a heartstring, you know? It really does. It means so much to me because Beyond the Invisible was on Enigma 3, the third album. I remember being with my ex-fiance at the time, and I'm talking a long time ago. And I was so excited for that to come out. And she liked it too at the time. And I played it over and over and over. And I thought it was one of the greatest things ever. I really did. Still is to this very day, because I still listen to it. Huge, huge thanks to my mother, Enigma fan. The 8th album is incredible these days. It just came out, I think it was last year, pretty sure. But I have it all here. I have it all sitting right in front of me. Great stuff. Great stuff. Again, nostalgia, for nostalgia's sake. Just brought me back to when I first heard it, first of all. Made me feel good, you know? It's one of those songs that you can really sit back and just pay attention to and put you in that zen zone. Just, you know what I mean? Because I've always been pretty intense, man. But sometimes you just need to zone out, you know? I never got into drugs, but music back then, especially layers like that, was a drug to me. Just awesome. Just layers of pretty, you know? That's the only way I can describe it. Yeah. Means a lot to me because, just because of nostalgia's sake. I'll say it again. Made me feel like a whole person. It really did. You know, the whole album actually is great, but that song in particular, it really touched my heart. It really made me feel like a whole person, you know? Shit, man, like, you know? Back then, things were a lot more simple, I guess, if that makes sense. Really simple. Life was better. Yeah, I had responsibility, but at the same time, you know, as hard as I worked, I came home and I listened to an Enigma album, you know? And that's always one that always stuck out for me because it's just so pretty, man. Like, I recommend it. So go check it out. that would be it. Um, Jesus, Patty, you're making me think, man. God bless you for it. Thank you. Uh, number 5. Wow. The song Unspoken by Finger 11. The one that didn't make it to the self-titled album. Means a lot to me. Again, because of the layers. Because it's, I wouldn't say acoustic, but I wouldn't even say bassy. You guys would have to hear it. For those of you that haven't heard the songs that I'm mentioning in this video, send me a message. I'll send you a link. This is one of those. It's hard to describe. You can't describe that. You really can't. Unspoken is one of the ones that didn't make it to the Finger 11 self-titled album. I have no idea. And One Thing made it. I don't even like the song One Thing by Finger 11. I don't like it. We got one thing. Really? Unspoken should have made it. Should have made it. And I know what I'm talking about because I know music. It's that groove right in the middle, man. That always sold me over. That came across when I bought the self-titled album. It came with a DVD, and I still have it. Actually, is it still right here? Right beside me? Oh, not in that one. But it's in a folder. It's right beside me. I still have the DVD of the making of the self-titled album in Toronto. Just means a lot to me, man. And in that DVD, it kind of sort of touches base on the song because they go into the studio, right? And they're goofing off and whatever in the DVD. But I can distinctly remember that they touched base on Unspoken. One Thing, track 11, made it to the self-titled album instead of Unspoken. They decided to replace Unspoken with One Thing. I'll never understand that, man. I'll never get it. The reason why it means so much to me is because of, again, the lyrical content. It's one of those songs that are beautiful. It hit me really hard at that point in my life too, because again, relationship based, going through a relationship at that time, and me being a musician, it just kind of hit me funny, you know. It's really hard to tell you though, with all of these songs, that how hard it hit me and what kind of influence it had on me. That's one of those songs, man. That's just one of those ones that are just too pretty to put into words. Like it's really hard to convey that on camera and to let you guys know or let you guys in on what I was feeling at the time. Solely based on emotion. It was based on experience too, like life experience, you know. It was really hard to, it's really hard right now to put that into words. I mean, I gotta tell you. I was going through a tough time in my life at that point, and I heard that song. But it's kind of funny though, because again, it didn't make it to the album, but I had to search it up because I saw this on the DVD, right? And I'm like, what's that song? What's that song? And I remember Googling that back then, and I found it. And it's in my library to this day. It's still, I'm pretty simple, right? Even though I have a brand new camera now and yada yada. But in the living room when I'm having a beer or I'm sitting there just trying to chill out. It's one of those chill out tunes to me that, and we all have them, that mean a lot to me. You know, that you want to listen to while you're trying to chill out. It's one of those. So that's where that stems from. That's where that comes from. Um, just again, nostalgia's sake. Lyrical content is awesome. So that would be number 5. Um, Patty, there's going to be a couple that are honorable mentions because I think it's worth it. And I'm sorry I stayed away for this long. I've been busy at work, and it's not like I haven't had time to think about this stuff, you know. Uh, wow, wow. Reckoner by Radiohead. Honorable mention. The song Reckoner. Also beautiful. Um, Jeez, you know. And I've had time to think about this, man. Like, it's not just a thing at a whim. Wow. Me being a practicing musician, again, now, um, it's hard for me to really pick them out, but at least I try, right? Um, Bang a Gong, Get It On, T-Rex, another good one. Um, damn. Digging in the Dirt by Peter Gabriel. Um, just for lyrical content's sake. Man. Oh, I should mention this one. She just got married recently to a very sweet guy. Um, my first girlfriend ever. I can only think about this one. Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams still holds weight. Makes me think of her. Um, Nostalgic sake. She's a beautiful person. Beautiful. And now a mother. If you're watching me, I think about you often. You know, you and the Mr. Man too. You guys are super sweet. Super sweet. And if you ever need pizza, you know where to find me. But seriously though, good people, salt of the earth type people. You know, very sweet. You know, you give great hugs too. Gotta tell you. But Everything I Do by Bryan Adams. That's a good one. Uh, hmm. I Am I by Queensryche. That's another good one. Bridge. Reminds me of my dad by Queensryche. Um, Jeez. Uh, One of the latest ones that came out by the Chili Peppers. I can't remember the name of it right offhand. Ooh. Dark Necessities. Thank you. Again, lyrical content. Um, Dark Necessities pretty much describes my life and how I lived it. Um, that's a really good one. Uh, ooh. Turn Me Loose by Loverboy. Lay It on the Line by Triumph. Lay It Down by Rat. Again, that's a Karma thing. Cheers, boys. Um, Mother by Pink Floyd. That's a really good one. I'll keep going. I'm almost done. Um, hmm. Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters. Uh, Something from Nothing by Foo Fighters. That's another one that means a lot to me. Again, these are just honorable mentions. The Pretender by the Foo Fighters. For those of you on my Facebook, you'll see certain lyrics that I have posted down. If you scroll down, if you scroll down on the tab that says About, you'll see it. Fear by Disturbed. Jeez. I Don't Care Anymore by Phil Collins. See, this is what happens when you ask a fellow musician to come up with the top 5. But this is pretty much that'll pretty much cover it, I think. There's so much more, but I really hope that satisfied you. At least for those of you that haven't heard these songs, at least you have some pretty good homework to do. You know, I do recommend all the songs that I mentioned. They all mean a lot to me, and I hope they mean a lot to you too. For those of you that want more than that, just send me a private message. You know how to find me. I don't mind sharing music or sharing my thoughts on music. I really want to thank all of you for watching me. I just really hope that... oh, and by the way, feel free in the comments below if you have a top 5, or if you have something that you want me to listen to that you find dear to your heart. I'm always open to that. I like finding good tunes. I like finding good music. I like to sit back and study music. That's what I do. That's what I've always done. Yeah. So feel free. Doesn't matter who you are. Just, sign into your account. You want to hit the like button and subscribe button, great. Awesome. But I'm not going for that. I'm going for your guys' opinion, And this is a video for a very dear friend of mine who I love as a brother, love as a family member, because family's family. You guys are more family to me than my own. So the least I could do is accept the challenge. Patty. Wow, that was a good one, man. That was a really good one. For those of you that saw the last video that I put out, you saw the comment. I really appreciate that, man. Because it makes sure that I'm still in check, that I still make special videos, and I put it out there, and hopefully you guys like it. We're 91 subscribers right now. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's amazing. I never expected that. I've never shot for it. You guys have put up with me long enough. For those of you that really like watching what I have to say, I want to thank you. Wow, that's pretty humbling, man. Thanks for sticking with me. Those are my thoughts and opinions on the songs that I like to listen to, the songs that I've always held dear. And I'm a man of my word. I always keep my promise, and I wanted to give back. This is my challenge for you, Patty. You've been out there, brother. you've played rhythm guitar. He's going to hate me for saying this, but I don't really care. You played rhythm guitar for Since August, a very popular Canadian band back then. This is my challenge to you, Patty. What's your top 5? And it's kind of funny because even though I know you so well, you don't really know a person because you just don't really. And me and Patty, we've sat there and picked each other's brains over different subjects, right? But I don't think I've ever really known his top 5 favorite songs in the world. So, Patty Pat, if you're watching me this far, what's your top 5 and your honorable mentions? What's yours? Because I'm actually pretty intrigued to know, as the rest of us are. Again, Neverland. This video is for a friend of mine who you really should follow. And his channel is called Walsh in the Woods. W-A-L-S-H in the Woods. Yeah, but you have to put the in front of there. Capital A. Walsh in the Woods. He's got great videos, man. If you guys like camping, you'll love it. He goes through tutorials and everything, like his gear, when he gets out there in the wild, and he's taking a trek out there. You really should check it out. Check it out. Enough of me saying that. Check it out. Another channel you should watch out for. Actually, 2 more. My homies, my buddies in Toronto, greater Toronto area. One's T.Heat, which you've heard me talk about before. T.Heat, just like that, all capital T. T. All one word, Heat, all another word. Go check him on YouTube. Good reviews, good vlogs, good drives home. I've always tried to catch him when I could. Danny, you crazy bastard. Love you, buddy. And also, all in caps lock, all in caps, Toronto Fire. Go check out my buddy Flav. You guys, if you've been paying attention to me this far, you've seen him on the phone with me. That's the same guy. Go check him out. He's a good dude. He's a great dude. Yeah, actually, he's the #1 supporter of my channel. Love you, Flav. Thank you for everything. We have to do that speakerphone thing one more time. I think we should. Just a catch up, you know? But Toronto Fire is the second one. T.Heat and Walsh in the Woods. Go check them out. And do me a favor, guys. After you like, share, and subscribe, please share. We're a small community. You're not emphasized to do so, but if you would, that'd be great. Yeah, either way, I don't believe in that. I like our small community, man. I like this. This is good. Hope you guys like the new camera. I just picked it up from my buddy Nick Hiltz. Shout out to Nick Hiltz. He does watch too. I love you, buddy. Shout out to Eli too at the same time. I like the small community. But if you want to like, share, and subscribe, that's awesome. If not, hey, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'll be talking to you guys soon. I'm just going to have my coffee and go to bed. So, take care out there. This is my top 5 songs and what they mean to me, and some honorable mentions, I guess. So, Patty, it's your turn. I miss you. Come back and visit, and you're more than welcome to stay here, right in this room, by the way. This is a spare bedroom. Come on over. Remember, this is where it's said, if you're working too hard, you're doing it wrong. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching me. I love you. Be well. God bless. Bad guy. Everybody's favorite bad guy. Superman.